Hello, Musto0063, back for part 4 of I Want to Find a Cure. Last time took out the 5th and 6th stages. That was Bit Trip Runner 2 and Celeste, and apologies again for the incredible slowness of the Celeste area. Nothing I can do about it on my computer or either of my 2 laptops, but I will be doing a Let's Play of Celeste, and yeah, that will be in its full glory. That game runs perfectly in full speed, and it's a fantastic, phenomenal game, and I'm so looking forward to doing a Let's Play of it. But yes, with the Celeste area out of the way, that brings us to the next area, which is the quote-unquote dreaded one. I refer to it pretty much throughout, or at the openings of all my videos, to say this is the area that really sort of tested my patience, and where ultimately my enjoyment of this game, first time round, just nosedived off a cliff. So, Super Metroid, let's get into it. It's Metroid, or Super Metroid. So, this does look very slow at the beginning, and yes, I do believe this does run slightly slower than what it should do, but the second I pop up from this spaceship, or whatever, and I can actually start moving around, I will be at full speed, so don't worry about this area being slow or anything. So that's the first thing to say. I'll go into why this area ultimately got right on my nerves when we go through, but I guess the first thing to do is to show off some gimmicks. So the first thing to note is the top left we have a health bar, so we are not just I'll probably get got at some point in time, clearly. But yeah, we haven't just got the 1 HP, we've got at the moment 4 HP there, so I can get hit 3 times without dying, and that is a godsend. I'll come back and talk about the health bar in a moment. We also have this map option, so I'm just going to press X at the moment, as you can see here. The whole screen does not get filled up here, so don't think that literally every blue or every square on this thing gets filled up. It's not that large an area, but still, the map and the areas we can go to cover a good proportion of this area, so it's a fairly large area. Because it's obviously like Metroidvania type game, it's pretty much open-ended. So I can go in any way, which direction I want, and of course that makes finding out where we need to go always a bit of a thing. But yeah, the first thing, actually another thing to demonstrate is I am pressing the shoot button right now, and to note that I cannot shoot, and I just got hit twice. Lovely. Or did I get hit on invincibility? Okay, I only got hit once there. The enemy knocked me back into the spikes, but apparently it only took 1 HP off me, so that's nice. But anyway, yeah, I can't currently shoot, so first thing we have to go and do, and of course if you're familiar with Metroid, which I'm actually really not, I've never played any of the games in the series, to sort of shoot through some of these doors, and they're different coloured coded as well. But yeah, I don't have a gun, I can't shoot, so at the moment, for example, I'm going over here to this area, I can't get through. So actually, the first thing we need to do is go searching for my gun. Now, when I say that this was always incredibly frustrating when I played this first time round, again, it's because I didn't really have much of an idea where on earth I'm going and what I need to collect and what I need in order to beat the areas. Now, I will confess, obviously, having cleared the game, that I know, obviously, much more about where I'm going. I'd like to think, anyway. I think I've gone the right way here, I think. Also to note here that there's lava and enemies and all sorts going on. Have I gone the right way here? I'm not ultimately too sure. I think I have. I think I have gone the right way. Yeah, forgive me, I have actually got a map in front of me, sort of to the side, that I've printed out as well, where I've tried to fill in where all the upgrades and everything are. So, for example, this was where I was trying to aim for. Being found, you can now shoot. Fantastic. So using your directional keys lets you shoot vertically or diagonally too. Now would be a wise time to return to your ship and save. So I don't actually think I can get out of this area now unless I actually shoot these little buttons here and actually shoot the part of the wall or whatever. And I guess we'll take the thing's advice. I think I sort of want to be heading up there anyway. Although I should actually, now's a good practical time to point out that even though I can shoot, and as you can clearly see as well, I can shoot in different directions. Although I can shoot, I can't shoot through this wall. I can't get up. I can't actually get up there. I don't think so. That's not going to be the way to go. Fine. I'm going to have to go to one side. I think I can actually go both ways here, but just bear with me for a moment while I look at the map. I actually think going left is going to put me into a dead end, but let's just maybe test that theory. The blue ones at the moment I can actually get through, but yeah, at this point in time, I'm a bit stuffed in this screen. I haven't got any of the upgrades or whatever that I'll get through the game in order to clear this area, so I'm going to need something that's going to enable me to get through lava on the left-hand side, and I'm going to need some way of... In fact, maybe I don't think I can get through this yet. I think these blocks are something that only go away, once you stand on them, not when you actually shoot them or bump into them from below. So, I can't go that way either. And I also haven't got an upgrade as of yet that would enable me to pull off the manoeuvre I need to do at the bottom. I'm also looking at the colour of the door there. Couldn't get down through the door even if I could get through. So, yeah, I'm a bit stuck there. So, all the logic dictates that I need to go to the right-hand side. And as the thing has mentioned, I can also shoot these blocks now. And we get introduced to some of the enemies. There are a wide variety of enemies through the game, so we get to see them. They also got to see there that sort of dropped a little blue or sort of purpley type of energy. That did, in fact, heal me because I took a hit from the enemy. And there's a demonstration there of the blocks. But yeah, I did take a hit from when it shot some lasers, but I picked up a health icon when it died. They don't always drop health upgrades, by the way, or health pickups. But yeah, thankfully I needed the HP there, and yeah, I've got back to full health, so that's nice. But yeah, there are some enemies you can't really. Okay, that was odd. Some enemies you can't shoot, or at least not at the moment with my gun's current capabilities. I might be able to deal with them in certain ways later on in the game, but yeah, not at the moment. This will also bring me to an issue that I find slightly irritating through the game. Is the sometimes when you jump from screen to screen, you'll find that, or should you try and jump from screen to screen, that you lose your sort of double jump when you want to get up, and it just sort of, you just fall straight back down through the area again. It's very infuriating, and also is the stuff like that where you get sort of chained for hits. Because I was trying to get through this narrow gap, I messed up the jump, and I think I'm going the wrong way again. Funnily enough, let's just have a look at the map. Yes, I am going the wrong way. I ideally would have wanted to go up on the previous screen. So, in fact, the safest way to get down from here, funnily enough, is probably to go to the right-hand side and then go from that side. I might actually just get some health pickups from killing these guys as well. Although I need to be careful when they get close that they don't jump into me like that. So I probably want to wait until I can get doing the jump in unison and then get out of the way. Oh, nice. Tried to do something fancy and I couldn't do it. Now I'm going to be very, very cautious. Come on, over to the left-hand side. Oh my god, I don't like what this thing's doing. In fact, I could shoot up. Let's do that, and I'll take the health there. I was very nervous there because I'm about to die, and that will bring up a very interesting point. Is there anything over here? No, I can't get through this. I think this is actually just something I could never get through this particular screen. So, yeah, there really was no real point to going here. So, I'm going to have to go down here, and I'm going to have to take another route in order to get through. Oh, at least I've got some more health. You might see some bats up there as well. They drop down as soon as you walk underneath them. So, ooh, I could go down here, but I don't think I want to do that. Let's take the advice that I was given after I got the upgrade. Let's go back to the ship and save. There are other save points littered throughout the stage, but I guess that's one thing I could do now while I'm probably trying to return to the ship. That is an interesting point, and something that did indeed sort of irk me very slightly. And I want to bring up the comparison here with I Want to Be the Overlord, and I guess I'll probably be bringing that up a lot during this area. But yeah, one of the cool things about I Want to Be the Overlord was it had a lot of save points littered throughout that were close to particular upgrades that you got. But if I died here now without going back to the ship, for example, and saving, I would have had to do that whole section again. I wouldn't have had my gun upgrade. I would have had to collect it again. So that's kind of annoying because you can sometimes get an upgrade and it's absolutely ages to get back to a save point. If you die before you get there, then you've lost all the progress, and say you have to do it again. Can I get over through here now? I think I can. I think this might actually be where I want to go as well. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, in something like I Want to Be the Overlord, where all the upgrades were... Are you going to screw me over? Possibly, but maybe not. So yeah, when you get an upgrade, you pretty much had a save point sort of right there, so you could pretty much just you had no danger whatsoever really of dying before you could get the upgrade, and that's obviously nice and convenient, and doesn't lead to many frustrating situations. The problem with this area, or one of the problems I say with this area, is, as I say, the save points can be quite some distance away from an upgrade. The checkpoints and save points are much more sporadic. So yeah, things can get rather irritating rather quickly. sort of lost my train of thought there because I wanted to talk more about what I want to be Overlord and what might make this this area a little bit more tricky in itself. But I'll do that maybe when I come to it. Forgive me, I'm going to be checking the map quite a bit now. I've kind of got an idea. I say with this map in front of me as well, a paid version. I've got an idea of where I want to go, or at least where the upgrade or what upgrade is where. But I haven't really made a note of like the order in which I should be doing things, or indeed, you know, so I'm going to probably die here. I've got some health. That was nice. But in particular the order in which I'm going. So the likelihood is I may well still be stumbling around, going in areas, or trying to take paths that I shouldn't be doing at the moment. And that's still liable to happen. I think there's a save point over here, so that would be nice. Cool. Okay, so at least I don't have to do that section again. And the other, okay, I'll bring that up now as well. So the other thing with I Want to Be the Overlord is the teleport system that was in place as well. So unless I am missing something in this game, I'm getting my sort of rants about this out of the way early, I suppose, probably a little bit too early. But the wonderful thing about I Want to Be the Overlord was the checkpoint or the teleport system that enabled you to. There weren't not as many as save points, obviously, but rather convenient areas, particularly areas just before you maybe hit an area, hit a point where you would have actually got stuck. Like for example, there's an area in at the end of Flammer Caverns in I Want to Be the Overlord where if you didn't have an upgrade or something to give to the character, this isn't the way to go then, is it? Because I'm stuffed here and there's absolutely nothing down here at the moment, at least anyway. Nice timing on that, by the way, as well. Lovely. Yeah, unless you. Here's my point about the going off screen. You never. It's very finicky on that. So yeah, I'm actually going to go back and save because I've taken some damage. So I'll just go back and save and refill my health. Yeah, this section I believe is still going to take me absolutely flipping ages. I'm not sure that actually saved. I've refilled my health, but I'm not sure that actually saved. So let's just make sure that did happen. But anyway, yeah, back to Overlord. There was a section where if you didn't have the right icon, then you couldn't clear the path over the water. There was like a boat trip that you had to take, but you couldn't physically do it. But just before that, or so I believe, at least anyway, or from what I remember, there was a checkpoint system. So if when you got to that point and you realised, okay, no, I can't progress any further, it was pretty much that. You could use the teleport system to go to teleport across the map or across the game to pretty much any other teleport system. And unless I'm missing something in this game, you can't do that. You are just constrained to having to physically walk everywhere. So if you find yourself miles away from the nearest checkpoint, save point, whatever, then you can't just, or indeed you're just generally kind of wandering around looking for an upgrade, and you find yourself just in the wrong area. There is no quick way. I'm gonna die here. There is going to be no quick. There is just no quick way. Let's see what happens when I die. So I took all my hit points and I'm back here. So I'm going to have to do that bit all over again. But you can't, unless I'm missing something. Doesn't seem to be anything in the README file or the controls to indicate that you can do so. But yeah, you cannot teleport across the map. So yeah, if you're in one area and you suddenly realise, oh, I can't go that way, I need a particular upgrade, and the way you actually need to go is right across the opposite side of the bleeding map, then you are having to do that trek completely on foot, which can take absolutely flipping ages. So, yeah, first time blind run. I mean, as with any Metroid game, just in general, but I Want to Be the Overlord didn't annoy me to the degree that this area unfortunately did in this game, simply because I feel like two very nice features would have been wow, oh I got that, so I can get my health back thankfully, would have been one, to be able to, or one for like save point, there'd be maybe a few more save points around just so that you could easily keep upgrades and such that you got. And another one would be that you could warp or teleport between save points. That would just mean you could get around the area so much quicker. By the way, by destroying all three of those enemies, I was able to access this area. I think this is where I want to go again. Apologies, I'm just going to pause the map. I think this is where I want to go rather than down. I think there was a barrier, here, so I had to kill all the enemies in order to get through here. I think this is where I wanted to go. If it's not, then I'm going to have some fun. That I'm doing that completely wrong. I want to be going down first, I think. Actually, it doesn't make any difference anyway. what I did would have actually been fine. Pay attention to the sort of randomness of these things. And yes, I have thankfully gone the right way. So yeah, they'll see these. I think there's 3 of these during the game, so I wanted to get one of these quite early. And I think this is ultimately where I had to go actually at this point in time. So yeah, I've hit the switch, and now I don't know whether that's green or yellow. I'm not even going to hazard a guess at which colour that ultimately actually is. But whatever colour it is, those colour doors are now open, or I can now. Do I have to get up from this thing? I can kill these enemies, by the way, so I'm going to take the opportunity, I think, to do that, just so I don't keep getting sniped by lava. Likely I could still get sniped by lava, even from this vantage point. So apologies, this might take a while. But again, yeah, I found an area. I've got to a point where I've unlocked some doors. I do not want to die, and I want to conserve my health absolutely as much as possible. But yeah, anyway, I found, thankfully, the upgrade. Where do I want to go here? That block, I think. Dang it! I guess I do like the... Oh, come on, no. I do like the fact... Yes. I do like the fact that... oh, by the way, that door was... yeah, once I actually got into this area, I don't think I could have got... Now the door's actually locked behind me, I physically couldn't have got out, because previously I couldn't shoot open that coloured door. So, once I was in this area, I was actually stuck here. Must be a... Yeah, I can get through that way. I was just say, yeah, there's a barrier down there that I now can't get through because the enemies are back. But, yeah, I can get through down here, thankfully. But I'd really rather not deal with the enemies at the moment because I'm slightly low on health and I'd like to find a save point. And I think there's one in here. Thankfully, yes, there is. Okay, so that example there, or this one here, for example, was quite nice. I had to do a little bit. I had to go a little way to get to a save point after opening those doors, but not too far. That one was actually very reasonable. But as you perhaps saw with the gun, or could appreciate with the gun, as it indeed will happen later on in the game with other areas, that's not always the case. So yeah, having a save point there was very nice. I think I'm actually going completely the wrong way here. There's nothing I can do over here, but. Yeah, I thought I'd maybe just do a little bit more exploring, just so that the map feels a little bit more complete, and I've at least got an idea, ultimately, of where I'm trying to go. I don't think I can get through. Actually, no, I can't even get through there at all yet at the moment. So definitely, yeah, can't go that way at all. So let's not even bother. I must admit, I do kind of like most of the enemies in terms of like the variety in which they've got all their attacks and things like that. Don't get me wrong, some of them have quite annoying attacks, but I do like the sense of the level of variety in the actual enemies that are all over here. I'm going to save again here because I've taken a hit. I've done a bit of exploring down the bottom, so I've expanded the map just a little bit. But yeah, I am just taking a little bit of a health dip, so might as well refill while I'm here. There's yeah, no real reason not to. So with my now whatever colour that is door upgrade, we can go through some other doors, and yeah, that's obviously going to be key to finding out getting some other upgrades. So can I make this thing? Can I make that? I think I can. I feel like I should be able to pull that off. Yes, good. So the only other thing on the left-hand side is enemies anyway. So yeah, glad I can pull that off. Oh, good, some health. It's nice when the enemies drop health, absolutely. So they won't always do it. It can be rather, well, random, I suppose. I don't know if there is any rhyme or reason to it, but as I say, yeah, sometimes they seem to drop health, sometimes they don't. It just seems to be a bit of a lottery in that respect. So, yeah, typically what happens to me is all the enemies will drop health when I'm at full, and not do it when I'm not at full. So, oh, sorry, yeah, that. Was that correct? I felt like I screwed up my wording there terribly. I'm probably going to die here because I've taken 3 hits in quick succession straight away to one like stupid ice shooting enemy. Like for example, there I didn't get a health upgrade, and given that I'm chronically low here and 1 hit away from dying, that would have been really friggin' useful. But yeah, I feel like I can't do that area at the moment. Yeah, I feel like I didn't say that correctly, but yeah. Anyway, the tendency would be to get health when I get health drops when I don't need them, and not get health drops when I do need them. I need to find a save point. I can go over this way now, though. Let me just check the map again. Again, I apologize. I'm gonna have to just keep doing this quite a lot during the game. I think there is a save point over here, so I'm really hoping I don't screw up this jump, and indeed that I've made the right calculation and I can get through this door. Thank you. Yeah, there is a save point, I'm pretty sure, through that door there. Which will be Really nice to get to. Yes, cool. Okay, I don't have to do all that again. Oops, I didn't save. Make sure don't jump out too early and it actually saves. I'm not actually sure whether just getting in there ultimately does save, or whether it has to come up with the saved message for it to actually save. But I'm not taking any chances with that, so I'm going to wait for the or if I forget to, I'm going to go back and wait for the save message, because yeah, that's not something I want to be messing up. Is this the way I want to be going here? I think it isn't. I'm in the wrong area here, I think. Although I'm in a slightly wrong area here, I think. But I could get an upgrade, which might be helpful. So, you know what? Let's continue on this way for the moment. It's not really the way that I'd want to go progression-wise. If I was like doing this the most economical way, but oh dear. But there will actually be an upgrade that I can get here. It will also allow me to clear out some more of the map as well, just so it might make it a little bit easier later on to see where I've been and where I haven't been. So at least I think I can get it. Let's pray that I can. Otherwise, this is going to be a complete waste of time. There are lots of different paths you can take here, by the way. Ultimately, all I want to do is just get down. Down to an area at the bottom, but yeah, there are so many different ways you could get through this area, which again is in this particular area is actually quite nice. Is this where I want to be? I think it is. Good. So save point and an upgrade, which is really nice to find, and looks like an E-tank. Energy tank found. You can now take another hit. So yes, I was looking for one of these. I'm looking for these pretty much as soon as I can get them. So yeah, now I've previously had 4 hits. Now I've got 5. So I can take 4 hits. I've got 5 HP without dying. So that's a really nice upgrade to find. I do find myself now in like the bottom right hand corner of the map, which is well away from literally anywhere else. But I sort of almost accidentally kind of was making my way there anyway, and ultimately I just thought, well, you know what? The health upgrade is there. I could see it was there looking at my paper printout map here. So why not? Just going to avoid all these things. I can potentially shoot them from above and take them out, but I don't think it's worth the effort. Am I safe there? Yeah. Okay. Let's pause and have a look at the map. I might be able to get something else here, I think. I think there's something else I could get here. So let's have a look up. Let's see if we can. I might be in the right area to allow me to get another upgrade, which would be lovely. I don't think this is the door I want, but I'm just going to check in here anyway. I don't think this is the door I want. No, it's not. So we'll go back out. Whoops, that was a near thing. I think I can get through there, can I? Yes, cool. Nice. I think I got this a lot earlier now than I did previously. This is a very nice upgrade to have, and absolutely necessary in order to progress through the game, or progress through this area. Anyway, ice beam found. You can now freeze things. So yay! I can now freeze. I can now freeze it. I can now freeze enemies if I can actually hit them. Thank you. Yeah, that's going to be crucial. There were some areas. In fact, the area I pointed out where it had the lava, I can't actually get out there yet. Okay, so I can't get out of this area by going up, so I'm going to have to go back down again. So a little bit roundabout now as well, unless the ice upgrade will enable me to get elsewhere. Not too sure about that. I think ultimately the best thing for me to do is probably just almost backtrack the way I came, which is a little bit time consuming, as I say, a little bit meh. But yeah, for the upgrades I want, I think I'm going to get just end up in sort of dead ends and a bit stuffed if I ended up sort of taking other paths to the right hand side or sorry, the left hand side there. So you know what? Let's head back the way we came. Maybe clear this area in a different way. Although there are some manoeuvres here that are slightly more awkward. Glad of it, sort of, or maybe going down that way. Maybe going down that actually would have been fine that way. But yeah, anyway, I pulled off going up, so it's nice. And I can't get out that way. Yes, I can get out that way. I'm being an idiot, but I can't shoot all those blocks away. Okay, so I'm going to have to think about this a little bit carefully. So I want to jump up quickly because I'm going to need to use those blocks to get a little bit of extra height. Or blocks to stand on so I can get out of there. I'd really like to take this out now, please, because you keep shooting at me and whittling away my health and pissing me off. But yes, I can of course get out of here. I couldn't without the ice upgrade, so yeah, I would have absolutely had to. Once I got down this area, would have had to have found the ice upgrade in order to get out of here. Careful here. Or at least I think I do. Maybe there were some other doors I could have gone through. I don't know. I'm very nervous here because unfortunately I'm very low on health. I'm conscious that there are lots of enemies floating around the floor here, and also some of the lava ones which do shoot out the projectiles, which could well snipe me. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous here. I would like to find a save point quite quickly. There should be one just above me, I think. I'll probably take a pause. Once I've killed this thing, and this thing's got no chance of hitting me, I'm going to pause here and just have a look at the map. Yeah, there's a save point above me, so let's go get that. Let's get out of the way of that. I do not fancy taking a hit to this, thank you. Paranoia sets in, but yeah, once again, I'm very low on health, and I do not want to have to do all that again. As I say, one of the main issues I have with this area is ultimately the... oh, goodness me, I went a little bit, sort of, tried to do too much there too soon, but thankfully managed to survive. But yeah, one of the main issues I have with this is, as I was saying before, sometimes the very long paths you have to backtrack in order to reach a save point, just so that you can actually, have all the progress that you've just made, including getting collectible items, upgrades, and whatnot, actually count. So yeah, that can be a bit of a thing. Okay, so with an ice upgrade, I'm just wondering where I want to go next. I think I want to sort of head back actually to where the ship was, and then go off to the right hand side when we get there. I don't think I'm miles away from that either. No, so I probably want to head up and take it from there. I guess I might as well sort of finish my kind of I don't want to say rant at the moment, because or at least I don't feel like I've been ranting. Let's put it that way, but. The one sort of other last thing that just kind of does ultimately bug me about this area, and I say I want to make it clear very now. Oh, sorry, make it very clear now. It's not that I think this area is badly designed per se. Other than maybe the teleports and the checkpoint system that I've already mentioned, or that it's not fun in places, or that it's not well designed. But the big problem with it, from my perspective, is, and again, I compare it with something like I Want to Be the Overlord, but in I Want to Be the Overlord, it's a game that's fully designed completely around this style, so you know what you're getting into. In this game, I Want to Find a Cure, this sort of homage-based game, and also thinking about the other two, fangame marathon games, this is just such a departure from what's previously done. The closest I can think of is maybe the Kirby area, and I Want to Warp the Worlds, which even then, with various sort of upgrades, it's sort of, there's a little bit of potential mucking around just to make absolutely sure, or backtracking, so it may not be immediately obvious where you need to go, but I would say for the most part, screw these bloody enemies, I would say for the most part, even in that Kirby area, that it's more or less intuitively obvious where you need to go at any one point in time. Am I going the right way here? I am. But with this, it just comes out of left field, and it's just such a departure from the rest of the game. The other areas will take such a short amount of time. This one, honestly, when you first play it and you've got no idea where you go through, it's just so different to what you're experiencing in the rest of the game, and it just completely throws you off for a loop, and it just ends up taking like so long. It's not that this area isn't well designed or fun in places, but unfortunately, I just find in this particular game it's just so out of place. But anyway, yeah, that would be my sort of last major kind of gripe, I guess I would say. So let's be careful with these blocks. This one here is a hell of a thing to time out. But I say, thankfully, if you do mess up, provided I don't fall in the lava, I can obviously just backtrack back. Oh no, backtrack through the gate, and I've got another go at it. But yeah, this is Wow, lovely. Let's hope I don't fall in the lava 5 times, or I'm going to have to do all the backtracking to get to this point all over again. But, well, that might actually happen. But, yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah, I don't know what else to say in terms of just how, unfortunately, out of place this just feels in this whole game. I literally spent somewhere between 5 to 6 hours on this area and the final boss, and it's just, you know, compared to how long the rest of the game takes, or other, how long it took to get up to that point. It's such a departure from what's gone previously. I don't know what else to say, how else to phrase it, and what actually the hell am I supposed to do here? I know I'm supposed to be... Am I doing this wrong? I think I am. I think I need to... No! I actually don't even know how I'm meant to do this. I actually don't know how I'm meant to do this at the moment, unless I'm meant to shoot up and clear... Oh, okay, clear more of the path. Okay, that's what I was doing wrong there. My bad. I was obviously just not doing what I need to do there right at all. If I shoot, some parts of the other block, it'll finish its snaking path a lot quicker, and I'll actually be able to get down. So okay, my bad. I was obviously doing that completely wrong. And are you joking me? That's the kind of thing that would only happen to me, falling that far, all the way through down through there, not finding a single safe spot. Going all the way right down there through into the lava. Fan-flipping-tastic. That's one of those things that I feel like, you know, only ever happens to me. But oh well. Get through there. I'm not mucking around, pilling around trying to kill those bats. I'm just gonna dash through because thankfully I can. And we'll get to this upgrade, or the suit upgrade found. It feels like something has changed. You can now resist heat. Stay in the hot tub for as long as you like. So yeah, I can now stand in this. Lava, fire, whatever it actually is. I can't swim in it, or this type at least anyway. I'm sure there are some types later on where I can swim, unless I've misremembered that, but that type, no, apparently not. I also get my health back from getting that upgrade as well, which is really nice. I still have quite a long way, again, to backtrack in order to reach a save point, but my health also got refilled as a result of collecting that upgrade, which is, again, is really, really nice. Because otherwise, again, it would have been a hell of a thing to get back on just a little amount of health I had. Of course, now, like I say, I'm at full health. What do? I get a health pickup. So don't get them when I want, when I do want them, but do get them when I don't. Fantastic. I can't go through there yet. Do I want to head down? I probably do. Well, now I've got my ice upgrade. I feel like I probably want to go somewhere over to the left-hand side. Maybe at this point in time I just want to clear out more of the path. I don't know. I'm probably going to limit myself to 40 minutes or so here. I feel like what I want to do here actually is go further afield to the left. So actually what I'm going to do is going to go up if I can, and then we'll backtrack, get to the ship, and then we'll try heading off to the left. I think there are some upgrades and such that I can actually access there now. So let's do that. As I say again, I've got my map here with outlining where or what the upgrades are, but not the order or anything like that, because I couldn't frankly be bothered with that, and it might not even be, might end up sort of dragging me down the wrong way anyway. But yeah, I haven't got that in front of me, so I'm just relying still on a little bit on. I hate those friggin' enemies. There'll be an even more annoying one later. So so the order in which I actually have to get these things, it probably would have been a good thing to have noted down, but I could do something. Could I do something else now that I actually didn't do at all during my? I'm not sure. I'm still actually not 100% sure at this point in time. I might need another one. Let's give it a go though. I actually didn't get this during my. Dang it! That was perfectly set up as well, and I walked off. Oh, I didn't get my double jump off the edge of the friggin' enemy. I had that set up, I had that really nicely set up as well, and I missed the bloody enemy that time. Fantastic. But I actually missed this upgrade fantastic. On when I played this game for the first time, I knew I'd missed an upgrade because because the game sort of ultimately told me that I'd missed something. So, oh goodness, yes, just don't unfreeze, yes. Yeah, the game sort of told me via a message approaching the sort of the boss area of this. The boss of this area that I had actually missed something. I think I can do this. It's going to be difficult. I didn't save, did I? Did I actually go back to the bleeding? I don't think I went back to the bleeding ship and actually saved. Oh dear, that's going to be a thing. I don't want to do that now while I'm here. I'm going to try and hit as many of these things so I can get them out of the line they're in, just so that I can sort of hopefully get them moving. Goodness me. Also, they're not all directly vertically above one another, and that I can actually hopefully make it up here. But yeah, no, I missed this upgrade, and it was only because the game sort of told me toward the end that I wasn't like at full capacity or whatever. Great, I'm going to die. I'm going to die, and I'm going to have to do. In fact, I'm stuck. I can't get out of here. I have to do this. If I don't do it, and I probably screwed myself over here. Yeah, I reckon I really should have had another upgrade. That would have made this section so much easier. I'm going to die. If I didn't hit the ship and save, which I don't think I did, I'm going to have to do that all again. And that's stupid on my behalf, but it's going to be so irritating. And like I said, it's just another thing in this game that just can tick me off. I might make it. Oh my goodness me! And I should get some extra health just from going up here anyway, provided I don't do something stupid. I'm so relieved I pulled that off. Don't do anything stupid. Another health upgrade. So energy tank found. I can now take another hit. Please refill me all the way as well. Yes. Okay. Panic over. So yeah, I found another health upgrade. So I can now got 6 HP. I can take 5 hits. And oh, thank goodness for that. Because yeah, I genuinely don't think I went back and hit this. You're right in the way there, aren't you? I generally don't remember going all the way back here to the left and going to the spaceship and hitting the save. That would have been an absolute flipping disaster. But oh, thank goodness I've got that out of the way, and I've also got my health upgrade as well now. So yeah, anything that's going to allow me to take extra hits, fantastic. Let's just check the map. I am going the right way, aren't I? Yes. You got up here? You're joking me? You snuck up there? That is unbelievable. This enemy is just a right raw pain anyway, because it always bounces like right on you. Every time you shoot, every time it lands, it shoots at you as well. It's a right raw pain in the neck, and wow, yeah, it cornered me there. I can't get through here yet. Lovely. I'm going in the wrong direction. Fantastic. Whatever colour that door is, clearly I've not got that ability yet. Yeah, I guess I can see the difference between the colour on the left-hand side now and the colour on the right-hand side. So yeah, I clearly have not got that upgrade yet, so I can't do that yet. Where the hell am I? I'm next to the ship. Yes, that is the wrong way. So let's head down, and then we'll go left, and we'll maybe get one more thing, and then I'll probably and get to a save point. I'll probably call it there, because as I say, this will have been going on for more than 40 minutes after that. Oh, I can actually go in here now with my new upgrade. I don't have to do all that stuff at the top there. I'm just go and walk in the lava. Fantastic. And now I can also go over to this area. So you would have obviously seen me right at the beginning actually go down this path here. You're kidding me. No. And I can't get back up. Are you joking? Well, in that case, I'm going to restart. This is a nice feature as well, by the way. I really like this. Are you sure you want to reset? Press your respawn key again to continue. Alternatively, press shoot to continue. So if I shoot, I can just continue from where I am here. But I'm actually going to restart that. That is, I have to praise that feature. That is fantastic, because there is a tendency, again, with all I want to be style games. That's completely the wrong area yet again. That when you take a hit, your instantaneous reaction, or you think you're about to take a hit or about to die, the instantaneous reaction is to reset. And of course, in this scenario, you don't want to do that. You've obviously got more health. So the fact that feature is fantastic. I'm so grateful for that, because it's so easy to sort of accidentally hit the reset button yeah, you'll sort of be taken back to your last save point when you don't want to do that. So yeah, that is a really nice feature. I'm glad I actually yeah, showed that off. That is fantastic. Thank you for that. That's a terrible jump. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe you actually can't swim at all, and it's just literally just sort of your momentum sort of gets just stunted and floated. What is that thing there? I feel like there's some slight problem with the... Or maybe it's just some sort of antenna thing sticking out of the floor. Never mind. Anyway, moving on. That's going to kill me. See if we can... Oh my goodness me. And I'm already down to 2 health now. So yeah, hope 1 health. Lovely. Well, we might not actually get to see this by the end of this by the end of this video now, or it's going to take a lot longer because now I'm in real royal danger of dying. Fantastic. I could really do with some health. Oh, and you got these enemies which can snipe me. Lovely. Let's do some health though. Oh, thank goodness. You see that? See how close that was to sniping me? Wow, that would have been annoying. More health would be lovely. Ding it, you didn't drop any. Oh my god, I didn't see that back. Although the fact that it's there, and these other ones are there as well, might just allow me to get some extra health. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It looks like there's even more there. Okay. Panic once again over. I can get through this door. Lovely. This is what I wanted. Yet another health upgrade. So another energy tank found. Ooh can now take another hit. Not you can now take another hit. Ooh can now take another hit. So now up to 7, and of course that refilled me as well. So yeah, I think that's a good point actually to pretty much stop. I will find the next save point, yeah, once I've got to that, that will be it for this video. Feel like I've still been walking around fairly aimlessly. Much better than obviously what I was doing first time out, because again, no idea where I'm going. Now I've at least got the printed out map here to help me out. Where am I? Okay, there was a save point just below me, so we'll. Or just a little bit further over, but pretty much in this area. So let's go over here. It should be to the right here, if my map is correct. Cool. Yay. We'll end it there then. Not bad progress. I've got my ice up. I've got my gun. I've got my ice upgrade. I've got. I want to say. Can't shoot through that yet, can I? I want to say yellow doors. But that might be yellow door. It could be yellow, green, orange. But anyway, whatever colour it is, upgrade that allows me to shoot through those doors. I've got that. I've got the ice ability now, which is really nice. I can freeze enemies, which can enable me to create platforms. And I've also got the resist heat ability as well. So I feel like we've got most of the upgrades. There are a couple of extra ones, but that I'll need. But yeah, I've got most of them, and I've got up to 7 HP already now, which is way more health than I had, when I was sort of going through before. In fact, 7 HP was the most I had at all. There are only actually 8 in total, as far as I'm aware. There's one more health upgrade I can get a little bit later. I don't think I can quite get it yet. I think it's locked behind a door that I can't yet open. But yeah, anyway, apologies if this has been somewhat ranting and somewhat just sort of crazed and all over the place, but yeah, I feel like I've aired out pretty much all my grievances with this, in the sense that yeah, the saves are rather sporadic all over the place. Getting upgrades and things like that means you have to traverse back to find saves, and if you die, you have to collect them all over again. There doesn't seem to be a teleport ability, which would just make this so much more tolerable and so much less frustrating, because you can get from one complete side of the map to the other, and just the nature of this area in this game. It's just such a departure from anything else in any of the Fangame Marathon games, anything else in this area, and ultimately you just spend 75 to 80% of your time on this game in this one area, which is not to say it's bad, not to say it's poorly designed or anything like that, but this gets old very fast. The novelty wears off. Well, maybe not very fast, but the novelty certainly wears off with this area after a certain time. And say after about 2 or 3 hours of just bumbling through this, I was just like, oh my god, please can we just be done with it? And I was looking at the map as well here and just thinking, well, I'm not actually sure how much I've cleared and whether or not there's much else extra to show here. Looking at that map, actually, I don't actually believe there's too many areas I haven't yet got to here. There's not too much extra of the map actually to fill in terms of screens that I haven't actually reached yet. There are still loads of upgrades all over the place, and it still might actually take me another 2 videos on top of this one, possibly even more. I'd like to limit this Metroid area to 3 videos, I must admit, so I'll try and do that if at all possible. Yeah, most of the map, funnily enough, or I would maybe say a good 3/4 of it, I have it. He's on show there already after after this one part of 45 minutes. But yeah, I feel like I've aired most of my grievances out with this. So hopefully next time it'll be, if there is any frustration, it'll just be due to poor gameplay rather than anything wrong per se with the area. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Got some nice upgrades, made some decent progress through here, and yeah, we'll continue with the Super Metroid area again in part 5 next time. But until then, cheerio.